This matters more than your skills. I don't care if you're Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, Frida, Hilma, Monet, you must be aware of this. It will help you differentiate yourself and stand out from the crowd, from your competition. It will help you have more active role in your relationships with your clients or your audience, and it will definitely minimize the conflicts you have within yourself and with the outside world. So what's this important thing that's far more important than our skills as creatives, as content creators, or as artists? Well, it's the way we make other people feel, and it's the way we treat others. Sometimes as creatives, we take other people's praises for granted, okay? And we become a little bit selfish, especially when people really like our work. And that doesn't help us in a lot of cases because you get so self-absorbed, you're so self-interested that you lose your touch with other people. Everyone has different perspectives, everyone has different ways or worldviews, they have different strengths and weaknesses and insecurities and fears and levels of happiness, and the list goes on and goes on. There are extroverts and introverts. That's the beauty of life. That's the beauty of nature. By having so much diverse, so much organisms and personalities and abilities and situations, that means it's as if life wants us to keep trying for different things and different pathways. There's no one thing that works for everyone, all right? The more we try, the more things that we discover, and there are more chances for survival. So as humans, we depend on another. Someone is buying from you, either your service or your products or your ideas or whatever. You know, they're listening to you, they are following you. There's something happening, there's an interaction. And human interactions are very important. They're far more important than our skills. Of course our skills matter as creatives, okay? You should strive to be the best one in the room or the best creative in the world. Do that. Amazing. That's your living. You're creative and you must share it with the world. You have an impact in the world, I hope. The more we get along with people, the better we get along with people, the better the outcome, okay? People work with those who they trust, they know, and who they like. And if they don't like you, guess what? You minimize your chances of getting hired again. We want to feel praised. We want to feel heard. We want to feel connected. Humans want to feel part of something bigger than themselves. Keep in mind the human behavior and the human psychology. It will help you understand your nature and the world, minimizing conflicts, minimizing unnecessary problems and suffering. When you do that, you're a little bit happier. That's it. And you make your life and others easier. And when you make your clients' life easier, you win all the time, seriously. So learn slightly to be more interested in people. Get to know them. Ask genuine questions. Don't give fake compliments, as Dale Carnegie argues. Beautiful book, by the way, How to Win Friends and Influence People. It stayed with me years ago when I read it, and it taps into the needs of every human being. We want to feel praised, we want to feel loved, needed, connected, and the list goes on. Okay, if you do not care about them, most likely they will not care about us. It's always a transaction, back and forth. That's the energy. It's left and right, up and down. Whatever you want to call it, it's the natural law, it happens. You need interactions, everything is interacting. At the deepest level, as far as we know, I don't want to get into quantum physics, the tiniest particles of things, they interact with something else. And it's this interaction that makes everything so unique. And it's the interaction of the atoms and then the molecules and then what we have and everything else and the ideas that makes life so special. And once you understand that, the world will not be the same again. Be earlier in your meetings at work, you know. People appreciate it. You get to get more personal when there are few people that come earlier than the others. You know, you don't have that pressure to start the work or the project. You get to communicate on a personal level. Do this and always give your 110% each time they hire you or there's an interaction with somebody. Give the 110%. They will see it and it will differentiate you from the rest of the pack. Relationships matter a lot. You're a social creature. Humans depend on another. All right, some people might argue that you can be on your own, you don't have to care about what other people think, you can do everything on your own, don't expect anything from the world, which I understand that philosophy, that's fine. We have interesting facts from there as well, but you're still a social creature and you depend on others. How are you going to sell your ideas, your products, or your services? I mean, you still depend on them. Your reputation depends on other people. If they hate you, if they don't like you, most likely they're not going to hire you again. The point is to be aware of that. Human nature, our behavior, and psychology behind all of this, which is an endless game, an endless journey. We are students of life forever. We have our dark sides, we have our good sides. But for this video, I want to emphasize more that this world needs more empathy, it needs more dignity and respect when it comes to human interactions. Parenthesis here. Too much with the crowd, too much socializing, you lose yourself. You dilute your ideas and you lose your character, and you're becoming what the crowd wants, okay? And too much on your own, let's go on the other side, too much on your own, you just become on your own, and you build your own single bubble, which is amazing. It can be very powerful, but I think you get so self-absorbed that nothing else matters, and I don't think this will help me. I talk personally, okay? That's my philosophy. Too much on this side, on your own, you're on your own. Too much socializing and with other people, you become what other people want you to become, all right? You need a balance. You need a balance, and sometimes you need to be on your own. I spend a lot of time on my own, and I appreciate it, and that's amazing because you get to build your character, you get to think your own ideas that you took from the world or that came within you, and you have time to develop this, your character and your personality, and then you come back to the world to offer something. Discuss ideas, discuss concepts, discuss about themselves. Sometimes we will fail. Sometimes it will not go according to our plans and our awareness, all right? That's also okay and also natural. It's very difficult to handle or manage or to interact with people. It's very difficult because we have all these giant waves of emotions that get us every day, especially now. The world is getting more complicated. We're building these complex systems, social media, everybody's comparing. We compare ourselves with other things. We live in a constant illusion all the time. And there are so many concepts and there are so many ideas and ideals that they are really confusing us. If you're confused, you cannot walk clearly in this world. People will most likely remember how you made them feel. Seriously, did you make them feel special, heard? Did you have fun with them? Were you interested in them? And did you break their invisible wall that we all carry with us every day, every single day, everywhere we go, especially in new situations, this invisible guarding wall that we all carry? Did you break that and make them feel something a little bit better than what the rest of the world have made them feel? Something interesting? Was in deep talk? Did you make them feel connected with you, or in your art or in your content? You know, these are the things that people appreciate. And then obviously your skills. So the whole point is that the more we understand about our good sides and our bad sides as humans, the more we understand about our human behavior, psychology, and our nature and the natural law, the less suffering, the less friction, the less problems and conflicts we have within us and with the world. And it makes our life a little bit easier and better every time. A little bit. You don't have to make huge leaps. And thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you found this information useful. And if you have anything interesting to add, please do so below. I want to start a conversation with you guys. Let's have a chat to exchange ideas. Take care.